By that,
I'm just
I
gonna
thought
say
you were
it's
about to
really
say
Super
compared to
sweet
Trouble.
and. bleh.
Sorry,
I
my
have
medical
a
brain
love
had to take a minute to be
story.
like, what do you mean diabetes inducing? What? Yeah.
I have a love story to tell you guys.
Oh boy.
So do Joey and I.
Yeah, no kidding.
Here we go. Hey, look, it's Elisa's normal outfit.
There's no
Fun.
sound.
Did it do the thing again?
No, there's no Discord sound, at least. Yeah.
It did not do the thing, Zuli. Oh, okay, we're good.
There we go.
Thanks for showing us out. I never would have guessed you were friends with Princess Alphen, of all people.
Okay, stream's also good on the game volume. Okay. I wish I knew how much of what she said was genuine.
Hey, Elise? Nope, walk right by.
Thank you for taking the time to come here today. Take care on your way back to your lodgings.
We will. Thank you.
Thanks for showing us around.
Good night. Good night, everyone.
Way.
Well,
You're in trouble. Don't worry.
I can kind of understand where she's coming from.
I doubt anyone could have guessed that Her Highness would extend such a bold invitation to you.
I'm not sure how that's my fault.
Because you spoke.
Because you're the main character, Reen. This has not been played yet. This is in the form of a flashback, but it is a fresh scene.
So who's Alvin?
You. I thought
Me!
You. Hold, okay. Hold.
Yeah, I think you play opposite each other as Alphen and Elise.
Hold.
I don't think we had someone voice yet.
I don't think she's assigned yet, actually, yeah.
I could have sworn you two
I'm-
played opposite each other.
I mean, I don't mind taking it. It's
I-
just...
I will say it would be best for you to just split the role. Because of how much they will talk later.
Alright, what kind of voice do I want to go for with you?
Yeah, I don't got it written down yet, so okay.
Yes, I almost forgot. Reen, I have a small favor I'd like to ask of you.
Of me?
Your Highness?
Oh, you're going to ask him?
There it is.
But of course. You see, tomorrow I'll be attending a garden party sponsored by the local government for the start of the festival. Rather, Machias's father invited me to attend.
Yes, I seem to recall hearing that myself.
That's the one at the Crystal Garden in Mater Park, right?
Indeed. Anyway, let's not waltz around the matter. I was rather hoping that you would join me as my dance partner, Reen.
Does that mean...
Do you think Her Highness knows that old saying, a dance today, a wedding tomorrow?
Sure, that's fully in the realm of tabloid speculation.
Still, there's no denying that many will interpret it that way. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on a minute. I don't think I can. I mean, it'd be an honor, but it's like too great of an honor for someone like me.
Oh, not at all. Your father may be a baron, but the Schwarzers have a long, deep... Let's restart that.
They've had what now? They've had a long, deep what now?
Deep what nows?
Nothing.
With
They
the
have
Imperials?
nothing.
No.
Scandalous.
Nothing.
That's what the tabloids are saying.
Anyways,
Yep.
All right. Listen here, you.
I am listening.
Your father may be a baron, but the Schwarzers have long had deep ties with the Imperial family.
I like how you had to sit there and intentionally say it that way.
Have
You had to
long had
really
It's such
concentrate.
an awkward sentence, man.
That is difficult to say.
It
in
is.
that sequence.
It is very hard, which is why I'm glad you had to say it, not me, because I'd have done the same thing.
Yeah, so shut the fuck up.
You would give me just as much crap for doing it too.
Yeah, but this is my revenge time, not yours.
I apologize if this comes across as rude, but inviting you would likely create less opposition than if I were to invite Eustace.
I see. Well, I can't deny that. You needn't apologize. I find your choice rather fascinating, actually. Eustace, you're not helping. Anyway, I really don't think I'm the man you want. Sometimes I can barely keep from tripping over my own feet.
Is that so? Elise once told me that she asked you to help her practice the finer points of ballroom dancing. In fact, she says you're an excellent dancer, that you step lightly and very gracefully. Is that not true, Reen?
Well...
I mean, he's a swordsman. Let's be real.
Yeah, footwork is a thing, especially delicate footwork.
Uh-huh.
Especially for his type of fighting.
Yeah.
I understand. It was rude of me to trouble you with a petition like this on such short notice. And besides, I don't suppose you would have much interest in dancing with a little girl like me.
Yes, hello. Hook, line, and sinker, man. Hook, line, and sinker.
She's playing him like a violin.
Absolutely. I'm guessing Goose is distracted.
Yeah, my mom can.
Yeah.
It would appear so.
For a second. No. That's not what I mean, Your Highness. My mic doesn't pick up my whistle. That's my sister, all right. She really knows how to twist the knife.
Your Highness, please. You too, Prince Oliver.
Looks like they're having fun.
I had no idea the Imperial family was such a lively and cheerful bunch.
I get the feeling that they aren't all like this.
Ah, I see now. How could it not have crossed my mind? Perhaps the truth is that you already have your heart set on someone else. Or is there someone you're already courting?
What a way to ask that question. Everyone's like, wow.
Well, do you? I'm positively dying to know which maiden has conquered the battlefield of your heart.
We're all dying to know, Olivia. Don't worry.
Wait. I mean, yikes. How am I going to get out of this one? I'm not sure how
You
to turn her
don't.
down gently.
You don't.
She knows full well what she
Oh,
did,
yeah.
and Reen walked right into it.
Very well. I shall relent this time.
Huh?
However, next year I'll be 16, just like your sister. That's when I'll be making my debut into high society, so I'd be very happy if you'd give my invitation some thought. Well, aren't you the lucky one? Her Highness really seems to have taken a liking to you.
You really ought to have accepted her invitation. It might have led to something truly unexpected in the future. Nah, I doubt it. It seemed like she just took an interest in me because I'm her friend's brother. Didn't seem all that serious about it, so I figured she was just trying to tease the two of us. Can't deny it seemed that way.
But I got the impression that wasn't all that was going on there.
You weren't the only one feeling nervous that whole time. Prince Oliver was even more unusual person than I'd heard.
No doubt about that.
He seemed entertaining to be around.
think that he's the one who made Class 7 possible.
Hello, Q Alice. How's it going? He seemed easygoing, but hearing him talk about our class made what we're doing feel even more important. And besides, he gave us plenty of other useful info.
Yeah, including the fact that the board of directors seem to have their own agenda for us.
I have no idea what they're planning, but their motives seem incredibly suspicious.
Agreed.
Hearing about the instructor's background kind of threw me for a loop too. I wouldn't have imagined she used to be a bracer. Maybe because you don't really see them around anymore to begin with.
A rank is more or less the highest you can beat, too. I assume you already knew about her history, Fee?
Yep. The guild is every Jaeger Corps' main competition, after all. Probably even ran into her a few times during our operations.
Really?
Unbelievable.
I wonder.
I wonder who this could possibly be. I'd almost forgotten about those good old days.
Instructor?
Bless.
Let's do.
Sorry, I was building that one up. Anyways,
I can feel it.
Yeah, there was definitely some force behind that one. It was definitely pent up there for a few seconds.
me too. Anyways,
How long have you been there?
Just imagine if sneezing made a key blast go out. You would destroy
The
everything.
most terrifying power.
everything would be destroyed all the time.
Oh,
If you were Dragonborn, you'd be sneezing fire constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on which dragon you're from.
I could be blown ice everywhere. Or acid.
Ooh, acid. What if you were a Havoc Dragon? Everything just blows. There's a force.
Everything just blows up
force.
regardless. Or you get a
Yeah.
banana.
Or you get a banana.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just sneeze full on bananas.
So,
Oh,
looks like you finally found out about my work history, huh? I guess that kind of tarnishes my ravishing adult charm a bit, then.
ouch.
I hate to break it to you, but you didn't have anything to begin with.
Oof. Machia's just
Yeah,
digging in there.
Marcus, you're on the judge. Really, how do you know?
Shh. Did you hear an old maid sighing?
Okay, now that was a good burn. What was that?
Good evening, everyone.
Captain Claire.
This is quite the unusual combination.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm. Let me be the first to assure you that this wasn't my idea. But the governor's asked me to tell you that tomorrow's field study is being put on hold. Instead, you get the exciting opportunity to help this lady and her goons with their evil schemes.
Huh?
What evil schemes?
Whoa.
Right, this is my voice.
Sarah, could you maybe not try to put them off entirely before I've even had a chance to explain? Actually, there's a matter I'd like all of you to help us with. I've discussed this with the governor, and he decided this would be the best way to handle the issue.
Uh-oh.
Mm.
Now, if you'd be so kind as to get on board.
Let me just say, I loved our car from Crossbell. But these Humvee looking Jeep trucks are so cool.
They're pretty cool.
I'll explain everything to you at the command post in Heimdall's Central Station.
Like, I loved our little armored Mishi mobile.
Yushimobile.
Mishi Mobile, go!
I love that we had to make it Mishi though, just for Tia, for Tio.
Absolutely!
Mm-hmm.
Terrorists?
Indeed, I'm afraid we have no choice but to define them as such. Unfortunately, we have no clue as to their aim, nor do we know the names of the group members, its size, or its history. At present, it doesn't even seem that the terrorist group has established a name for itself.
That's a lot of unknowns. Would I be correct in assuming the man we met in the North Highlands who was trying to start a war as a member?
Oh yeah, that asshole. Yeah.
So he's one of them, huh?
He said his name was Gideon, or G, or something like that.
So that's what that man you encountered in the Highlands was up to.
He does sound like the terrorist type.
And do you think he and his group are going to try something tomorrow on the first day of the summer festival?
We're currently operating under the assumption, yes. The summer festival lasts 3 days, but unlike festivals in other provinces, only the first day garners much attention. It's been a month since the incident in Nord. If they intend to make their next move soon, tomorrow is likely the time.
I'd have to agree. Terrorists do love their time in the spotlight, after all. Sorry, I got shut of my plant. Okay. And considering how easily Gideon gave you his name, I am betting we'll start to see them acting more openly soon.
First, you gather arms and the other like-minded allies in secret. Then you reveal yourself with a bang and keep going in quick succession. That's the typical terrorist MO.
I see.
And you want us to assist with countermeasures against them.
Don't fall, please. Okay, thank you. Sorry,
Oh, no.
I was. You guys were about to hear a bunch of crash bangs.
Dangerous game was played.
My water almost fell over onto my keyboard again.
Oh no.
That's why I was like, no, please.
This is still Mira, but we're having a side
Oh, that is
conversation
Claire.
at the same time.
Yeah, we're kind of helping Morstead figure out who's taking over the bar.
Yeah, I
It's
see that.
It's important.
Oops.
Right. The RMP will be joining forces with the Heimdall military police to bolster the capital's security. Unfortunately, as big as the capital is, I can't say with complete confidence that there will be no holes in our security.
One second.
That's where you come in. You'll be assisting our security measures as a reserve force.
It'd sure be nice if the guild was still active here. They would have come in mighty handy right about now.
Yes, I don't disagree. Sarah, you do know that the RMP has no involvement in the guild's withdrawal from the capital, right?
Oh, really? I mean, your boss and that brother of yours could hardly make their opposition to the guild more obvious if they tried.
Well,
Well, these two really seem to have a messy history between them. It looks that way, especially where the guild is concerned.
Although, it sounds like your brother has been keeping busy in Crossbow recently. So, what's it gonna be? Whether you choose this as your field study task for tomorrow is totally up to you. If you decline, there are plenty of tasks the governor needs taken care of, like you've been doing the last 2 days. The summer festival's a busy time after all. Lots of little details that need to be squared away.
I think I speak for Group A when I say we'd be glad to join in with the anti-terrorist countermeasures.
Group B feels the same.
All right then.
Thank you for your assistance, everyone. Now, let's move right along to confirming the patrol routes you'll be following.
And
Group
then
A
there's
that
the
way,
logistics.
Group B that way.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody likes.
Cat!
Cat.
There's always cats.
Meow.
Meow. Meow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sassy. Audacity.
Oh, memories for Sarah. Oof.
Mhm.
She's like, I slept here. Wow. Oh, look at that. Yep. Oh, wow. This place sure brings back some memories. Up until about a year and a half ago, I'd swing by here at least once a week.
Really?
Ghost, that's your character.
Oh, I completely forgot I was Elliot for a second. I wouldn't be surprised if I'd seen you around here before then.
Well, I did end up getting to know your sister. Fiona, right? Works as a piano teacher?
Seriously? Wait, she did say she knew someone who worked at the guild.
I guess she was talking about the instructor.
Still, instructor. What is it that caused the guild to withdraw from the capital?
I've been wondering that for a while now myself. The guild used to be pretty active here in Erebonia, right?
Well, yeah. The direct cause was guild branches all over the country being blown up, but I'm sure you already know that. I did not know that already. The culprits were a Jaeger Corps hired by a nasty bunch the guild was at odds with at the time. Well, still is, but anyway. Thanks to a dependable ally, we were able to defeat the Jaegers, but by then the Imperial government had its eye on us. They started making life difficult for us, took away most of the guild's authority in the country, leaving our hands tied. Eventually, the branches here started closing one by one, with no real prospect of ever reopening.
So that's how it was.
Instructor?
Don't worry. Your dad might be the city's governor, but he wasn't really involved. A certain friend of his, however, was very involved.
You're talking about...
Chancellor Gileath Osborne, representative of the Imperial government, I assume. Yep. Him and his cronies in the Imperial Intelligence Division. It's kind of like a sister organization to the Railway Military Police. Anyway, after that, I was out of a job. That's when Principal Van Dyke came and offered me a position at the academy. I started as a combat instructor last spring, and after that, I wound up being chosen as your class's homeroom teacher. I still help out the guild from time to time, though. That's how I ended up bringing in our Jaeger princess here.
Pat. Knock it off.
So that's what happened.
She looks so annoyed.
She also knows she can't do anything because Sarah's stronger.
Uh-huh. You mentioned that a Jaeger Corps was responsible for the attacks. What was its name? Oh, it wasn't the same group we used to run with. They were called Jester, not a particularly high-ranking outfit. That's what she thinks. I see.
Oh, I see what's...
Worried about me?
Well, I did suspect that it was likely a different corps.
From the sounds of it, the Jaeger Corps Fee belonged to was a pretty large one, though.
Oh, definitely. She was with Zephyr. Their leader was this insidious guy known as the Jaeger King. You name a combat specialty, Zephyr had it covered. They were the only corps on par with the Red Constellation, which has its roots in the Berserkers of the Middle Ages. They caused me plenty of trouble back when I was still a full-time bracer.
Look who's talking. You caused us plenty of trouble yourself.
It's hard to believe this all happened to people we actually know.
Yeah, it sounds more like a story out of some novel.
Anyway, the terrorists you've been hearing about lately aren't part of any Jaeger Corps.
I figured that was the case.
Generally, Jaegers are interested in just two things, money and fighting. That Gideon guy you encountered in the North Highlands doesn't seem to fit that description, though. If I had to guess, I'd say he's acting on some kind of deep-seated grudge.
Grudge, huh?
Well, it's hard to say anything for sure. I never met him myself.
From what I understand, he did seem particularly tenacious.
He was definitely that. Which means we're really going to have to step it up for our patrol tomorrow.
Your involvement is just a precautionary step, but if you're going to help, give it your best, I say. Seems like your teamwork is smoother than ever, too, so all the better. Anyway, it's late, so get your report written and get some sleep. I'm gonna crash in one of the empty rooms upstairs.
She misses being a bracer.
Oh, yes, 100%.
The instruction never changes, does she?
You sure? She seemed more talkative than usual. Feels like she was pushing herself.
Now that you mention it, the voice actor had to do a lot of lines in a row, so I agree with you.
She did seem far more forthcoming with information than usual.
Maybe she's feeling a bit weird, man. Let me redo that one. Maybe she's feeling a bit weird being back in her old workplace. You might be right. Still, I guess we're not really in any position to be worrying about her. We'll just have to do our best to coordinate with Group B tomorrow to make sure everything goes smoothly.
Agreed.
Alright, the sooner we get that report written, the sooner we can get some sleep.
That night. Dun dun dun. There were crickets.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hmm.
Hmm? I thought I heard something outside.
He has alert.
Maybe I should check it out.
He definitely has alert.
Mm-hmm.
Sounded like footsteps. Someone go downstairs? Oh.
Aw.
Ooh, late night rendezvous with the teacher.
Instructor Sarah?
Oh, did I wake you?
I just thought I heard something, so I came to see what it was. Can't sleep?
Nah, just feeling a little nostalgic being back here, I guess. Years ago, someone suggested that I become a Bracers, and that's what I did.
Was it Cassius Bright?
It's probably fucking Cassius, right? I spent my days working with a bunch of odd friends and companions, going through request after request. It seems weird now how busy I used to be back then.
It does sound like your work kept you on your toes. Still, this building must mean a lot to you, huh?
Yeah, it does. I'd be lying if I said I didn't wish I could go back to those days sometimes. It was definitely exhausting, but I guess I was usually having too much fun to notice. More than anything, I really felt like I belonged there.
Oh.
Don't get me wrong, though. I really enjoy my work now, too.
You do?
How could I not? I ended up becoming your class's instructor. As far as I'm concerned, life's just as fulfilling now as it was back then. No need for you to get all soft to start worrying about me.
Alright. But I'll keep doing whatever I can, so that you will always feel like you belong here in Class 7.
Thanks. Look at us, up in the middle of the night, talking away like a couple of barflies. If we had a bottle or two here, I would have loved to drink until dawn with you, but we're all out. Tragic.
You do know I'm too young to drink, right?
Well, we should probably get back to our rooms and get some sleep. Tomorrow's gonna be another action-packed day, so we'll need all the rest we can get.
Too true. I'm counting on you again tomorrow, Instructor.
You're gonna need my tender mercies, too. You've got some hard work coming your way, so you'd better get a good night's sleep. Why was it all
Phrasing.
caps for hard? I don't know why it was all caps for hard, but I had to emphasize it because it was all caps
Keep
for
up the
hard.
good work.
Phrasing. Next day, 1 a.m.
Dun dun dun.
You think he's going to the secret door?
Surely.
Nope.
The time is finally at hand. At last, the hammer of judgment shall rouse this indolent capital from its slumber. Yeah!
Oh.
Comrade G, all of the necessary preparations are complete.
But it feels like you have so few men accompanying you.
Wouldn't it be wise to call in a few others for backup?
There's nothing to fear. As long as I have this flute, not even the railway military police stand a chance of stopping us. Tomorrow, the people of this land will at last know our name. My dear comrades, I shall be counting on you all. Yeah!
That flute seems a bit artifact-y to me.
Yeah, kinda, just a little bit,
Someone's
doesn't
gotta
it?
call Kevin. Kevin, we got another one. Get over here.
Kevin!
Kevin!
Kevin.
Kevin!
Kevin!
Kevin. Your artifacts are all over the place again.
Kevin, somebody let your artifacts out.
You dropped your artifacts all over the ground again.
Not again!
Kevin.
Not again.
Kevin, get over here.
Get over here!
Get over here.
All right. I'm going to go check on Group B before heading over to the Railway Military Police Command Post. Just give me a call on your Arceus if you find anything during your patrols. Okay.
Will do, instructor.
Leave it to us.
Still, I was expecting Captain Claire to be our point of contact.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to agree to cooperate with the railway military police.
I'm not exactly delighted about working with them, but things are looking pretty serious. I'm helping them this once and acting as your point of contact, but I won't let them forget for a minute that they owe me. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Tell Fiona thanks for the breakfast.
Sure thing. Alright, let's get moving too. We got her designated? Yeah, that's the word. Why did I not
yep.
read that right? We've got our designated areas, so we'll be patrolling them one by one. Keep an eye out for anything suspicious. Instructor Sarah said she'd contact us around noon, too.
Let's be off then.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the city's gonna be packed with people since it's the first day of the summer festival.
All the more reason we need to stay especially vigilant.
You know, I walked away to go get my comb because I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna be walking around a little bit. I have a couple seconds to go across to my bathroom and back.
Nope.
I did not. I was incorrect. All right. This area appears to be appropriately well guarded. The soldiers patrolling the park appear to be from the Heimdall military police.
Looks like the Imperial Guard from Valflame Palace is in charge of security for the Crystal Garden itself, though. Imagine security can be airtight considering the garden's party going to be held there.
Thank you. Yeah, especially with Princess Alpha in attendance. This level of security is probably standard when it comes to members of the Imperial family.
Is this Patrick?
Mm-hmm. Patrick was Patrick me?
I think Patrick was you.
I think so.
Was it?
I'm looking.
Xander, did you voice Patrick?
I don't know what I had for breakfast this morning, so no clue.
I thought we gave it to
I do.
Ghost. That
Which one was
nothing
Patrick?
Patrick is the haughty guy that hates Serene.
I swear you were Patrick.
I very well might have been, because Xander is the other noble that the one girl chases around everywhere.
Yeah, why don't you take him? I thought he was you, so okay.
Okay. I thought I smelled something familiar. Hey, isn't that...
No.
Oh, Patrick. You're here too? Were you gonna say something, Xander?
No.
But of course. I did receive a personal invitation to the garden party after all. I see you were all tied up with your field studies, or whatever you call them. Even on such a fine day. You poor souls.
Poor unfortunate souls.
So sad. Just so sad.
He really does get under my skin.
I've gotten used to it already.
Are you alone today? I was under the impression that your butler, Celestin, always attends you, but I don't see him today.
It's true, he's often at my side, but I spend plenty of time on my own as well. Don't take me for one of those useless nobles who can hardly lace his boot without his butler's help. I always got the impression this butler was there more to keep an eye on him. Did you say something?
Uh-oh.
Me?
Yes.
Of course not. Well, I wouldn't want to get in your way. I'm sure they have you running all kinds of menial errands. Meanwhile, I intend to introduce myself to Princess Alphen and try not to be too jealous now. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Rain, you have to go be with Princess Alphen right now. It's really important.
It's imperative, even.
I can't say
You
I'm all
can't
that
even walk
jealous,
through Silvers.
considering all that time we spent talking with her yesterday.
There it is.
She even invited Rain to be her dance partner.
You know, after seeing that, I can't even bring myself to be irritated by him anymore. Well, security in this area seems perfect, so it should be relatively safe from terrorists.
Yeah, I guess time to move on to another area.
Are you sure it's perfect?
Is something bothering you?
I feel like we're forgetting something.
Now that you mention it. Oh well, maybe it'll come back to us later.
Maybe the tunnel that goes right up near the area over here?
Nah.
What's wrong?
That guy, he's wrong.
Did you notice something?
I thought I sensed someone suspicious.
You think it was one of the terrorists?
We can typically depend on Faye's instincts at times like these.
Might have been my imagination. Lots of people excited for the festival here. Could have been one of them.
Either way, that's something we should note in our report. Like Laura said, your instincts tend to be accurate. Yeah, agreed. Anyway, I don't think we're done investigating this retreat yet. Let's get back to our patrol.
Suspicious.
Woohoo! I'm on a roll! I can almost taste that grand prize.
Crow?
Ah, hey guys! How's that field study coming along?
Oh, it's going fine. But why are you here?
Oh, you don't know? Classes don't run back at the academy during the summer festival. So I came here to squeeze as much fun as possible out of this fortuitous bit of free time.
Meaning?
The summer races, of course.
Wait, you came all the way here to bet money on horse racing? We're minors! We're not allowed to place bets!
Do I look like a lawbreaker to you? There's a magazine that's running a prize contest for the summer races. You send in your predictions, and if you're spot on, you win a really fancy prize.
So you came all the way to the capital just to check on that?
If only we all had such boundless energy.
All right, time for some serious praying to the goddess. I'll leave the money here, okay?
Thank you very much. Come back anytime.
Anyway, I'm heading over to the
Wait,
cathedral
Greg?
over in the Sonk district. Peace.
Thanks.
Come on,
Oh,
goddess.
that
let me
voice was the
win
guy
that
taking the
prize.
bets. Mm,
Yeah.
No, that was
That seems a rather pedestrian.
the
thing to
chef.
pray
He was
for.
paying for his food.
Oh.
So
That makes sense.
irresponsible.
That's Crow for you. Anyway, I think that's all there is to investigate on Vanker Street.
Vanker.
Banker.
Time to move on to one of
Vanker.
the other areas.
We're
Banker
gonna
Street.
keep practicing that one for a long term. Vanker.
Banker.
Banker.
Vanker.
Let's see. We might be able to get one more spot.
I'm gonna go get my pillow from the laundry room. I'll be right back.
Um. All right. Xander, do you want to play this little boy? Well, late boy, early teen.
sure.
What's wrong, Milton?
Oh, hi, Elliot. There's a pretty interesting rumor floating around at the moment about someone just vanishing all of a sudden.
Did you say vanishing? Do you know any more details?
No, caught your interest, I see. I don't know. It's some good stuff. Might even be too juicy to share.
Speak up.
Or we'll force it out of you.
Right. Okay, I get it. Dang, you two are scary.
You know, normally it's the guys trying to like brute force it away. No, in this case, it's the two girls in the group that are like, "We will make you tell
They
us."
are terrifying.
But they truly are.
Yeah, like I said, someone from one of the apartments around here just straight up vanished. The caretaker came by to check on them this morning and found the room was empty as if no one had ever lived there. The only thing left in there was the key to the room. That's, quite the curious situation.
Yeah, especially since they disappeared without even telling anyone. I've never heard of anyone leaving town during the summer festival either. Maybe they had a reason to move out so quickly. Think this might be related to the terrorists in some way?
Sounds like kind of a stretch.
Well, there. You guys seem like you've got some good material. What's this about tearing wrists? Come on, fill me in.
Tearing wrists.
Just don't worry, it's
Mhm.
nothing important. There does seem to be some substance behind this rumor, though.
Agreed. I think we do well to keep this story in mind.
That's all there is to investigate on Alto Street. We should move on to another part of the city. We should save.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Thank you all for hanging out here. I appreciate it. We are going to call it here, and we will see you next time.